We have another 5 minutes with him. We're going to start this set in Auckland. Hey Kate, how are you?
Oh, hi Mary. I was wondering, usually in the American cases they profile the criminal, you know, like a psychological profile of who may have done it. I was wondering, have they done anything like that on this one?
Well, they haven't done it officially, Mary, but... Kate, sorry, am I talking to?
Kate,
yeah.
Mary, Mary's here, Kate and Mary.
Yeah.
And you're Joe, not David.
I'm Joe, not David, yes. But interestingly that you should ask that, because the man who actually started this criminal profiling, John Douglas from the FBI, written a couple of books, Mindhunter and another one, he was in New Zealand about 4 years ago promoting one of his books, and I met with him. And he looked at the crime scene photos and made the comment, without knowing anything about the case, that the person, the killer, was likely to be a person who loved or hated, had reason to love or hate, Laniet, who was the daughter that he was allegedly having an incestuous, the father was allegedly having an incestuous relationship with. For the reason being that she was shot 3 times in the head unnecessarily, and it demonstrates, this is his reasons, John Douglas that is, and that showed a huge emotional reason for the killing of her, as opposed to the single shot which killed the other members of the family.
So do you think she was killed first?
She was killed first. The police actually think she was probably killed first. Either her or the mother were killed first. There'd been a bitter 3-year marriage disintegration between Mr. and Mrs. Bane.
But if Robin Bane, as your theory states, that he couldn't face the embarrassment of the world knowing about this alleged relationship, incestuous relationship, you know, and he just wanted to wipe out all evidence of it, why then...
It's not wipe out evidence of it, destroy him. I mean, he was in disgrace.
Yeah, he was in disgrace.
Bear in mind, he was already, and this is another thing...
But why didn't he just, like, kill himself?
Well, exactly. Well,
why did he kill the rest of the family?
Well, who knows? I mean, bear in mind, first of all, there's a few things here, and they're critical. The jury heard none of them. Mr. Bane was seriously depressed and dejected, had been for a long time. There's not one single account of him from his peers, his workmates and his friends, these are not his enemies, that he was in a state of mind ready to crack. That night, Laniet tells the mother confronts the father, bingo. Now, who knows? I can't enter his mind, as you can't enter his mind. I don't know whether he had planned to kill them all, just him, that he went on a rampage, that he got confronted in the process of killing himself and shot someone else. You know, we can't
But clearly, under your theory, it was premeditated.
No, it wasn't premeditated, of course not.
Well, yeah,
I've never suggested it was premeditated. It's never been suggested.
So, but that was just the time of the day that he decided to go snap?
No. On the Sunday night, the night before everybody was murdered, Laniet Bane, the girl who was who alleged that the incest was taking place, went home to this house, the family home, for the first time in about a year.
Okay, confronted the family
told the mother, not the family probably, not the family. Oh no, she didn't tell the family. So no suggestion that she told the family, and no suggestion she intended to tell the family. No, told her mother, quietly, because her mother had exiled her too, because of her activities, her lifestyle, living in this flat with people who weren't very up to the mother's standards. And she came home and her specific thing was, I'm going home, she told her friends on the Friday, I'm going home to tell my mother everything, reconcile with my mother and change my life. And so if she did, the mother then goes out to the bank at midnight, takes all the money out of the father's joint account and takes it for herself, and presumably told Mr. Bane, you're out, boy, this is it. I'm going to the police tomorrow. My daughter's welfare is going to be sorted. I've been trying to have a divorce from you now for years. You won't go. He wouldn't go because of a religious, basically, foundation belief that divorce is wrong, and that's understandable, and I accept that. It's,
did he not know that incest is wrong too?
Well, anyway, so during the night, one would imagine he's not going to sleep too good from midnight onwards. He sits out in this dirty caravan where he's been banished to by his wife. And to enter into his mind is, you know, we're starting to speculate here. But somebody, a person, look, you don't plan to kill your mother and father and brothers and sisters. I mean, the police tried to say David had been planning this for years. Well, I mean, it's a nonsense. People who do these sort of things lose their marbles.
Okay, it's under appeal at the moment.
Yep.
When do you expect to hear from that appeal? A couple of years?
No, there'll be a court case later this year, and there'll be an appeal court case early next year, and the Governor-General will then make his decision on David Bane's pardon.
Okay, and Reuben Carter will be here 20 September
Reuben
for
Carter
2 weeks.
will be here, and a box number for people who haven't had responses to their faxes this morning, they can write to me at box 58 in little old Geraldine.
Very good. Thank you kindly for your time today.
Thank you, Mary.
Joe Karam. Okay, coming up, we're going to be talking to